I'm Anna, and welcome to my channel, Building a Business. So I've been interested in rental real estate for a long time now. This June will mark 2 years since I actively began saving for my first rental property. And while I've been saving, I have been trying to gain as much knowledge as possible. I have been listening to podcasts, reading books, reading blogs, watching YouTube videos, trying to just gain as much knowledge as possible before purchasing my first property. And I'm really excited to say that I'm finally at the point where I've saved enough to purchase my first property. And so I'm starting this channel as a way to share my experience in purchasing my first property and hopefully beyond, hopefully my second, third, fourth, and all the way till however many I end up acquiring. So with this channel, my goal is to share all the wins I've had, all the setbacks I have, and kind of explain my reasoning for the decisions I make. I also really want to share the specifics, the numbers of each deal. So I want to share how much I purchase a property for, what the mortgage is that I pay on it, any repairs, any capital expenditures, all of the different expenses that I have on the property, and eventually properties. And so each month I am going to share how much I made that month, or in some cases how much I lost that month. And my hope with being super honest and transparent is that you will learn from my mistakes as well as my successes and to see really what it's like to start out in rental real estate. Because sure, I've been planning this for 2 years now, but I do not have a single property. I have not started actively looking for properties. I have not been pre-qualified for a mortgage. There's a lot of stuff that I have not done that I'm going to start doing in the next month or two. And hopefully by September at the latest, I will have purchased my first property if everything goes as planned. I'm 25 now and I turn 26 in September, and so my goal is to have my first property purchased while I'm still 25. So just a little more about me. Like I said, I'm 25. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. And so my plan is to invest out of state, partly because the cost is prohibitively high here for me to purchase a property. And even if I did have the cash saved up to purchase a property around here, there are very few properties that cash flow. If you don't know what cash flow is, click up here where I have made another video explaining cash flow in depth. So what type of property am I specifically interested in? I'll go into more depth on this in a later video, but essentially I'm looking for smaller residential properties. And by smaller, I mean single-family homes, duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes. And the reason I don't want to go above a 4-unit apartment complex, at least at the beginning of my investment journey, is because anything that's 5 units or above is considered a commercial property instead of a residential property. And therefore I would have to get a commercial loan instead of a residential loan. And that's possible, and at some point I may look into that. But for starting out, I think it's much better for me to start with the smaller residential properties. So that's a bit about what I'm looking for, essentially a small residential property out of state. But what's more important than what I'm looking for is why I'm interested in rental real estate. My ultimate goal is to be financially independent. You may have heard the term FI or FIRE. FI stands for Financial Independence, and FIRE stands for Financial Independence Retire Early. For me, I really love working as long as it's something I enjoy doing. So I really feel as though I'll work until I die. So I'm not as interested in the FIRE aspect of financial independence. What I'm more interested in is just having enough money that I know I can support myself even without a job. And by doing that, I can ensure to myself that I never have to work a job I don't like. I can just focus on working the jobs that I really love, regardless of how much or little they pay, and regardless of where they're located or how many hours are offered. So essentially, I will know I have reached my ultimate goal when I'm able to support myself with no stress, no financial issues, solely off of my rental real estate income. So I guess that brings me to the name of my YouTube channel, which is Building a Business. Clearly that name doesn't imply a rental real estate business, and I did that on purpose for 2 reasons. First of all, I plan to run my rental real estate properties as a business, not as a hobby or something I do on the side. This is really my long-term business goal. And so for me, this really is a business, and it just happens to be related to rental real estate. And secondly, I'm definitely planning on posting a lot of videos on how I'm acquiring my properties, what the properties look like, where they are located, all of those specifics. I'm really interested in also posting videos having to do with the business side. So what am I making? What are my expenses? How can I cut down on expenses? You know, really focusing on the business aspect of rental real estate investing. And additionally, at some point, I may introduce other business endeavors of mine as well onto this channel. So if you made it this far in this video, thank you so much. I'm really excited to share more videos with you. So if you enjoyed this video, please like it below and click the subscribe button so that you can see when I post my next videos. My plan is to post a video every Thursday and Sunday through the end of June, and after that I'll go to posting once a week. I've already posted my next video, so click up here to watch it. It discusses what I want to make from my rental real estate portfolio, and it discusses my 5, 10, and 15-year goals. Thanks again, and see you in my next video.